lipupaikkojen purjeisboksia kohti, eli tuntematta on ehkä sitten kosketeltu, missä jo aivan juuri sitten räjäytetään tankki. So ladies and gentlemen, we're about to start the top 16 bracket. First player is Juha Pöytälaakso. So we have top 16 drivers left and it's going to be pure drifting from now on till the end until we know who's going to be the one who takes 30,000 euros as a winner of Ideapark Pro Drift Challenge 2026.
Are we getting sound? Should be now on. Okay, all good, all good. Hey, we have about 4 minutes to start this session and I think it's gonna be super exciting and there are multiple reasons for that. First of all, we have so many Drift Masters drivers in this race. That's going to be so interesting. Also, kind of now fixated to the sound thing here. The first pairing will be, as I stated it before, Erik Verronen, Juha Pöytälaakso.
Kyllä, huomenna pitäisi olla valmiina asfaltilla. Politiikka lipua, mutta siellä on vyöhykivi ja natsista.
There Now, yes. Now somebody tell me how did it go? Out. Yeah, now it should be back on. So basically, I think I wasn't there. You didn't hear me when I said that. Please hit that like button. That helps a lot. It raises this stream to people's front pages in YouTube. Especially as this is a single time special race. Not that many people know about this compared to some series and everything. So of course we want to have as much attention as possible. Of course for the drivers, but of course for the finish event, and of course for myself too a little bit. Yeah, I will keep my eye on this chat. There was something weird with the audio. For the replays, but now it is the decision. Is it Juha Pöytälakso or is it Erik Verronen? E85 or diesel? Straight 6 or straight 6? Let's see. It's gonna be a tough call. Again. Because this is drifting. This is a sport where the judges probably do the biggest job during an event. I'm trying to keep my mouth as close to the microphones as possible, and I will also try to put those other microphones lower, but this is again, we are in the circumstances where we are, and to be honest, I'm not sure what happened since the previous one. I think that was all good, but I'm trying. Now it should be like 10 millimeters from my mouth. And Erik Verronen takes the top 8 place. I don't know if they calculated that bumper scrap to be then Juha's fault or what, but we have on the left here, we have Clint van Oort, and then I hope I have here we go. And we have a touch. Marcus Weiler last year in the BMW is actually like something. Like this. Very good, very good. So we have Marko Sakoril and Clint van Oort the other way around. These guys in Drift Masters, they both have been there in the very top. Not race winners, but they have seen quite high positions. So there's a lot of potential in both of these guys. Let's see how it goes the other way around. Clint van Oort in the lead. Marko Sakoril have been driving really well during this weekend. Pretty good line. No issues there. Fantastic drive from Clint van Oort actually. Let's see in the replay how Marko Sakoril was hanging in there behind. There it was a bit of an overshoot on clip one, but Marko is also there glued to the door through two. And of course, usually there's a little bit of a gap forming in this part of the track, but let's see here how did Marko recover from that. Very well. Let's go to the decision area there. The judges who are there in the crane. The flag is desperately trying to see what happens. We are back again. Had a little bit of an interruption there. Hopefully that is not gonna start to be a trend here. Long wait. Usually long. Still waiting. It's gonna be one more time. One more time, we will see this fun again, and I think we all like that. Next thing, we will have the camera with us. Kim Björklund on the left and Martin Zimmermanis in the right, I believe. Yes, that's correct. Top 16 continues. Martin Zimmerman is doing the same job as he did in top 16, very consistent there. We have then Kim Björklund and 5 a little bit. This is maybe a little bit even untypical for him, and Kim is also reading the gaps in a narrower. I think the rhythm with Martins went a little bit off there. There was lots of stuff happening, not in sync, and that is. We're waiting for the next one. Meanwhile, we can watch the replays. So here, it's a pretty good line. Also here, but the trouble actually starts at 4, and I think this is a good example when you don't have 4 right. Your for sacrificing 5. Then 6 and 7 were pretty okay, and here, I don't know. Usually, I think you are prone to push it out towards the outer part of the clipping area instead of leaving it short at this grip level. So I don't know if the grip was greater than expected or how was it, because that looked a little bit weird. But hey, we will carry on. Just taking the number 1 zone a little bit. I would say 2 looks by the tire marks pretty okay. And then he continues 3, 5, barely gets it. And then drama there goes to the judges. Here, a little bit deep into the first zone. Here, I think okay. And there, the car. Let's see so we can compare. So Kim hits this box perfectly and gets also 5, not fully, but partly. Let's see how the judges will see this. Let's see how the judges will see this. So we have these gentlemen partly out of the car. So it is Martins Immermanis who takes the win. That is then the result and decision, and we respect that. Then we have a pairing here that is rather interesting. Oliver Randalu, Driftmaster, hard from past here. Oliver being super confident with the first 2 zones. There. And Oliver gets clip number 5 very, very deeply, very nicely. There, but manages to salvage a little bit. You can actually see quite nicely there in the tire mark where he hit the box. In the beginning, it was a little bit out. And actually the judges said, I think from this box, that it's not like naturally curved to the line there. So it might be also the reason why it's quite hard to get that right, or that it looks right. So in some of these cases, the judges, they don't really necessarily then deduct any points, even though it looks that you are not hitting the box. But they are human too. They understand that if something is something that is impossible to do. So that's the reason for some of those things. But hey, let's see how it goes the other way around. Oliver Randalu. Really nicely done by Joona. Shallow as well as the tire marks, and Oliver is absolutely pushing it to the door. Pushing it to the door. Then we have again the great Joona chase, super strong chase as well. Again, I'm just trying to tell what I see. Do I have eyes to judge this? Probably better say nothing. But impressive chase from Oliver Randall. And also a good line here for Joona. Okay, we have a decision in the winner was Oliver Randall. Sorry about this. Wanted to enjoy the fantastic replay. Well, let's say the replay of fantastic drive, let's put it this way. Then it will be a Drift Masters pairing from Finland, and this will be Lauri Heinonen and Juha Rintanen. This is gonna be a tough one. But let's enjoy. We very rarely see this level driving in Finland outside Drift Masters. Shallow. Number 2 looks much better. Lauri is there right on the door, as he always is. Even closer in the last corner, but hey, let's take another look at that. These familiar cars from the Drift Masters. Lauri is absolutely keeping the proximity there through almost all of the track. Even here where we usually see that separation, like just because of it's been a faster section, you know, the time compared to the distance, it's just the physics, but Lauri keeps the car very, very super close. I think here maybe he misses, you know, look this corner by anybody else, not that much, but then think about Lauri's driving and Lauri's chases. There was a little bit of a separation. Okay. We will have at least one run of this delicacy in our hands here. So let's go. Lauri. Try to keep an eye again on the judges' decision section there. Here, Lauri goes really wide in there in Q2. I don't know if he scrapes the wall there, but there, that was a mistake. You're not supposed to hit the cone there. Then it's scrappy. Let's go back to the judgment area and see what sort of a justice is being given. I think Lauri had a better chase, but Lauri's lead was really untypical for him, which means it was not good. Yeah, I have my feeling it's gonna go to Juha Rintanen because of the big mistakes of Lauri after the sector. Always trying to say sector, but after the zone 2. If you hit that cone, you are like 1.5 meters. Okay. I'm wrong then. It's Lauri Heinonen that goes through. This is the game that we are playing. It's drifting. It's only one driver who will get the win. So, in the next one, it's Daniels Baumanis and Teemu Asumaa. Waiting for Teemu from the Renault box, and we don't need to wait anymore because he's there, he's in the start line, he has all the safety gear checked by start line Marshal Asko. And guys are up. Here we go. Very wide line right under the corners. That's not what the judges want to see. But zone 2 is okay. I think that was even there. The start of the lap. One is there like 10 centimeters too wide in the first one, but then nailing the second one, and Teemu was here maybe a little bit too wide. And that affected his run on the high-speed run. Daniels Baumanis, on the other hand, was really good on the line here, and that helps. You know, when you get those 4 and 5 right, it helps with 6, 7, and basically rest of the track. Very tidy, and the second time it was right on the line for Daniels Baumanis on the 1/9 outside zone that is now visible in the picture here. Okay. Next, the other way around. Also takes wide line in that first zone, pretty much in the middle to zone number 2. Have been inside line, then 6 and 7. Anything there. Very tidy and clean driving that we'd expect from him. Let's take a look on a little bit of that before we go to the judges. Here again. Right. Not too bad. Might be that. Again, I got the microphone comment. This is really, I probably need to figure out something for the mic going further. And it's also noisy here. Let's see. Judges are doing their difficult job once again. Is it gonna be Teemu Asumaa? Is it gonna be Daniels Baumanis, Finland, or Latvia? Daniels Baumanis has seen some great results in drifting already, despite the young age. He was in FIA IDC in Riga last year. I think he took the second place, if I haven't misunderstood completely or remember completely differently. It's a long judging process again. I can see somebody joined to be my supporter member. Awesome stuff. Thanks for that. I will add you into the WhatsApp group if you send me a message later. And what is really cool here, it is Teemu Asunmaa who goes to top 8. Teemu Asunmaa to top 8. I believe there are many happy Finns for Teemu here. I think that I couldn't have judged that one. So next we have, this is actually second to last battle of top 8, top 16. This is Kevin Piskolti versus Jere Väliniemi. Jere coming out of the burnout box. And we go once more. Akko is sending these guys on the way. Here we go. Nice by Kevin Piskolti. We are missing cameras now.
Today's top 8 will be focused for the year that
Okay, maybe we are back. Maybe we are back, and maybe it was actually something really stupid what my brother just figured out. I think I owe him a beer if that was the case. So, on the right we have Dennis Häggblom, and on the left Team Oskar Häl. Let's see how these gentlemen, both wonderful, joyful gentlemen, how they will tackle this matchup. Now it's working again. I'll not go into the details what we just did or what my brother just did, but I will. That is. Okay, we have a one more time decision for these guys. So hey, amazing. We really didn't miss this run this time. We were lucky. Technical difficulties happened on the one that goes to one more time. Here we go. I think the judges are somehow favoring my job here. Now we go to Team Oskar Häl, Dennis Häggblom race. It's a little bit of a hassle in Dennis's lead here, but let's see. There they come. That is half a car length too wide line over there. So exactly, the thing is that the live stream is here as it is, and I have been all weekend very transparent about it. It is basically a 2-month show. There was no budget for a professional level live stream from here, so this is what you get with this money and this effort. But I think still that the stream is way much better than no stream at all. Okay, all right, Team Oskar Häl on the left, Dennis Häggblom. By the sound of it, it's Marko Zakoril warming up tires behind me. Green line 2, I think it's a bit of playing safe mode for Team Oskar Häl. Towards 5. But let's see how the judges see this. Let's see how the judges see this. It is there was a lot of action in this one. Let's put it that way. And by the way, again, if you like the stream, if you like my stuff, like the videos, subscribe to the channel. And that is not that surprisingly to Timo Skarhäl. That's how you take your audience. In drifting, you know, losing is not losing. Losing is winning as well. Why don't you do some donuts? We have Tifanor this is the one more time. I think Marco's lead line is pretty good, but now Clint is I couldn't put any complaints into the lead line, but the second clip was a little bit, it was not little bit, it was very, very upward looking from Tifanor. So we are waiting for the other way around here. It's yeah. Don't have a replay from the first one, unfortunately. I love that comment. Clint is leading and chasing at the same time. These are the comments why I really, really love the chat. And also love the Czechia flags over there. These guys they are enjoying their time there. That's for sure. Let's go. There, 2-1. So 2, not too bad. At least much better than last time. To take a look at that replay because we don't know what happened there. I think Clint was doing a really okay lead run. Marco was chasing much better than Clint was chasing in the first place, but we need to see whether this actually was. So Clint is getting almost all the boxes here, but was there something? Did there happen something that caused the spin for Marco, or was it just his own mistake? No, there was no spin there, nothing. Clint was a little bit deep maybe, but not too deep. Not too deep. Oh, Clint Van Oort, yes. Clint Van Oort took the win. But yeah, nice driving. And I think I'm not saying it last time, but I was gonna say. And now the situation is such that we are done with top 16. How cool is that? And yeah, thanks for all those reports that okay, you know, we're losing it, and yeah, that's important also for me, even though, you know, usually I see the one thing there, one message, I get it, but it's good that you put in those messages. There was a request about the petrol prices. Can you zoom into the pylon there? Okay, we're doing some stream requests now. So 95E is a little bit over €2, 98E to 10-15 cents above that, and then there's something called Smart Diesel and even E85. You know, when do you have a gas station for E85 so close to the racetrack? Probably in Nürburgring, but I don't know if there are any other places like that. So we are now waiting for the top 8, and can somebody update me with the top 8 bracket somewhere? It is Erik Verronen versus okay, we have the one more time here. Ah, yes. Kevin Piskolti and Jere Väliniemi. Sorry about that. Of course. The thing that I didn't see, or you didn't see it in the stream, but we are seeing it again. Hopefully they will not bring the technical issues back, but I don't think so. There's a sort of an echo here. I have no idea where that might come from. So the one more time is Kevin Piskolti, Jere Väliniemi. Scoring service is really, it's really not there. But yeah, I think we will. We'll have most of it. We'll have most of it. I think we have a miracle here. The sun is almost shining. It's behind a little bit of a cloud curtain, but the sun is shining, and we are, I think, not far from the fact that the track is being at its worst. Patchy, lots of grip variation all over the place. As we all know, when it's full wet, it's consistent. When it's full dry, it's consistent. Maybe having a good line. And getting it to the two. I think there was a little bit of a wobble on his actual launch. Another look on that one. So Jere Väliniemi in the chase. I think his chase looks pretty well here as well. It's not right on the door. Actually, there was a little bit of a separation development there in the zone 2. He is not getting that proximity what the judges want to see. He's kind of almost there, but not quite. The last half a meter is always missing. Not even in the last one. There is that little gap. So we go back to see these guys to have another go the other way around in there one more time before we get to the Great 8 as the Irish presenters and the others and me too. He's in trouble. Barely gets the car slides. I think that's gonna be done too. Very nice driving here, but then that was not ideal. I don't know if that's the track level getting consistent, but let's see another run of this one. I think here everything looks still just fine. Quite a flicky transition to that one, but then it's too much angle. Probably the grip level was already better there in the beginning and then it just went worse. I don't know, just speculation. But I think that's technically unchaseable, and it is Kevin Piscolti who will take the win from this top 16. So basically we will continue to top 8, to Great 8 as soon as possible, and the first pairing there to give us their representation will be Erik Verronen, Clint van Oort. I think that's gonna be one of the most interesting battles today. You know that Clint van Oort, he has all the speed, all the style, all the action. Erik Verronen also, he can be really, really flashy driver. From him, it's sometimes really, really difficult to see what kind of a person he is, but behind the wheel he is an absolute beast. Here's the lineup. Lineup leading into the track. Second. Are we having Martins Immermanis? Do I see Oliver Randall warming up tires? Again, a bracket would help. Maybe some of my supporter members will give me an update for we have Oliver Randall. Yes, that is the case. That is the case. I believe my eyes more than plenty of images and screenshots and unworking score services. So that's it. We're waiting for Martins to reach online, and there he comes, and I will also present the names to you guys. Good. We start here. Very nice line to number 1, Oliver Randall there. But look at that proximity. But then something happens and Martins cannot keep up with Oliver. That's there. Randalu. No complaints about that whatsoever. So, here we go. And it seems that we need to put some flavors into the stream as well, because I forgot. So this is the IPDC Ideapark Pro Drifting Challenge 2026. 2026 was easy to guess about everything for sure. Now we are having the guys lining up for the second round, and we have sunshine. Dear Lord, have you missed you, sunshine? At least today, quite a bit. Here we go. Zimmerman is in the lead, Oliver in the chase. Quite deep line for Zimmerman is there in the first clip. That's not what the judges want to see. We move over to the get the guys over the finish line and they are done. Let's see how it will turn. I think that one in the first clip is quite a big mistake for Mr. Timmermanis. And we see okay, Oliver Randalu takes the win from this, as it looked like that quite clearly. Who do we have then? Next, do we have now Erik Verronen and Clint van Oort? No, we will have Teemu Asunmaa and Lauri Heinonen. Yes. Okay, this is gonna be an interesting Driftmasters driver against Driftmasters driver. Both from Finland. Teemu Asunmaa, 6-time Finnish champion in rally. And as you can see, the sunshine is a reality here. And guess who has the circular polarizer 400 kilometers from here? That would have been over there. Of those reflections, but that doesn't make the day any worse. The sunshine is really making my day. There was a mother in the burnout box. He is getting ready for this top 8 battle. And of course, we will all hear that beautiful melody of Lauri Heinonen's NASCAR engine. I think the plans that they have talked about would be that the new car would not have the NASCAR engine, but I think there are many of us who wishes for it to be the other way around. But anyway, today it's Heinonen and Teemu Asunmaa who are competing in the sun. Now it's literal. I think we all are here. Lauri Heinonen is getting in on the you're just seconds away of getting more of this stuff to enjoy. Teemu Asumaa in the lead first. Here we go. Good line there. Nice line from Teemu, which is not unexpected by any means. Good line from Teemu in there as well. As I said that before, that's something that can really pay off. Good stuff. Let's take a look on that. Again, because I need to concentrate on Lauri's chase as well. Of course, there is the proximity. It's not like all into the door, but also there. Remark, keep this in mind. Watch the other paddles on that fast section. Not many drivers are so close there as Lauri is usually, and it's not like they're not like going single file, but they're going on the side. So here we go. The other way around, Lauri in the lead. Let's see if that M50 engine and M1 must be BMW. Very good line. Lauri in there, then we're getting that proximity. Could have been a little bit more in that very last zone there, but this is now what we are looking at. Lauri Heinonen and Teemu Asumaa waiting for the judge's decision. Turn. Which way will the flag wave? And Lauri Heinonen will take it to the top 4. First, the second one to go to top 4, of course, with Oliver Randalu. Cool. So, the next one, Clint van Oort. Clint van Oort, Erik Perronen, they are in. Diesel power versus 2JC power on that beautiful. cool. Somebody called Due sent 5 Rudy Motorsports memberships. I have never even known that you can do something like that. That is a cool thing to happen. Nice. Very nice. What is happening here? Track. There we have there coming. Hopefully we are skipping all the technical issues again. We had a little bit of a breakups there. Let's see. What happens now? There they go again. What could I say about that? Not smooth, but also like lots of stuff happening. Not boring. So, Clint Van Oort takes the win of this one, going through to top 4. And then we have, I believe, one left. And that is Kevin Piskolti team Oscar Hää. And just like that, we are almost done with the grade 8. I can tell you, the time flies when you're doing a live stream. So I think from this one we will get, in any case, a little bit unexpected top 4 contender. And guys are ready. Outside zone 2. And the last clip. Let's see a replay of that. What do we see? That was already almost a touch in the entry. Really close. I mean, see, Oscar is really pushing it. But there was no... Was there contact? I'm not sure. Something weird happened there. At least their sync in the transition was completely off. I don't have the eyes to see who was wrong there, but there was proximity. I think the change by all those means pretty nice. Let's see. So is it so that we have Lauri Heinonen left from the Finns and oh, there is that proximity from Kevin. Taking that side section really, really nice. That was nice, that camera. There's some interference. There was some before as well. But let's take a look on the replay. Let's see if we have a judge's decision. Keep an eye on that. Meanwhile, it's interesting to see the communication between the flagman and the judge's tower. There were some comments about the audio here that, you know, the sound of the cars will go and overpower my speaking here, and that's just the fact. We are outside, the cars are going literally 7 meters from where we sit at closest. And those are not quiet cars. They are not required to have any extra mufflers or anything here. It's a full blast. And with any kind of microphone, I couldn't do much more than just this. There would need to be like a van or something where you could block the sound. But hey, again, this is Rolvin Rudy's style, and this is the style I do the things anyway. And we're waiting. And we know what that means. It means that it's a tough decision. At least the sunshine is on, and I'm able to work my
Kyllä, juurikin näin. Silloin se on selkeä paikka. Mutta kovasti siellä joudutaan päättäilemään, kun ei tietoa vielä tulemaan. Ja omalla kokemuksella mitä pidempään se päätöksentekoa tekeekin kestää, niin sehän aina puoltaa sitä varmuutta päivä, jotta katsotaan niiden päätökseen. Tuomarista sitten tällä kertaa tää. Joo. Joo, minä luotan tuomarista. Tuomarista on saamisessa. Ihan täysin. Kerran osaamista sieltä torjusta kyllä löytyy.
Oliver Rantelu, Lauri Heinonen.
Ei ole kestää, minulla on kyllä noin. Ne saa. Tuomarista on sisällä ilmakossa. Pelissä ei juokossinen ja juokossinen.
Light back lean till så här om det då. Man är skjuting. Ja, ja nyt sitten tästä voittajapareiden pitää aika nopea valinta
juurikin näin. Niin käytiin todellakin Markuksen kanssa hetki rupattelemassa tuossa Top 30 vaiheen jälkeen. Ja Markus näytti meille sitten niitä omia pitoja ja selitti, että mikä tarkoittaa siellä ja kuinka ne on sinne verrattuna ja mihinkä se hänen pisteensä perustuu. Mutta siellä on todellakin ihan looginen ja järkevä yrittää hommaa hoitaa ja sen takia saattaa joskus näyttää äkkiäisesti silmällä ollut, että miksi joku päätös oli näin, kun siellä on voinut vaikka seikausen aggressiivisuutta puhutaan tuolla proximitissä englanninkielellä. Se ei ollut riittävästi aktiivista ajallista seisissä. Ja sitä lähdetään silloin kiinnostamaan niitä pisteitä poikkeen. Halutaan nähdä, että myös se seikausen porukkaa, kun siellä tekee aktiiviset suoritukset.
One more time to learn. That way.
Nyt meillä on pieni odotteluhetki ennen kuin siirrymme top 4 vaiheeseen. Ajetaan vielä tämä top 8 vaiheen One More Time pois alta, jolloin meillä on sitten tiedossa kaikki top 4 vaiheeseen. Tosi häätarjoilla, koska ei siinä sitten vastustajaa Lauri Heinoselle tuonne top 4 kaavion oikealle puolelle ja niin kuin ollakin on aiemmin kerrottu, niin top 4 kaavion vasemman puolelle top 4 vaiheeseen ovat selvinneet Mikko Tuori ja Oliver Radu. Hei, no mitä tapahtuu nyt sitten tässä vaiheessa, kun meillä on siis viimeinen top 8 parivaihetta tuossa mennyt One More Time, niin he suunnistivat nyt tuonne varikolle, mutta mitä siellä varikolla nyt autoille ja kuljettajille tekee? No kyllä se tietysti tarkastelee, että se on polttoainetta yleensä. Kaiken varmaan meurahan tankataan sitten autoa sinne sekataan renkaiden kunto. Nyt on tietysti tällainen härkäpeli, eli renkaat ei kulu. Ei välttämättä tarvitse niitä renkaita vaihtaa, koska niitä on valmiiksi se pinta tavallaan avattu, niin se pitää sitten mukavasti. Koska jos se yhtään näyttää, että on liikaa kulunut, niin vaihdetaan tietysti uudet renkaat sinne alle ja kuski ottaa mahdollisesti siellä vesihörppyt, että jaksaa sitten lähteä kilpailu ajamaan loppuun. Ja mekanikot samalla tietysti tutkii nopeasti auton, mitä sitä pystyy nopealla aikataululla sekaan. Että on varmasti kaikki. Niin, ei siinä kuitenkaan kovin syväluotaavaa. No ei siinä tuota ruveta isommin enää remontoimaan. Kilpailu pitää saada jatkumaan ja siksi kun se toinen kuljettaja on tällä viivalla valmiina, niin se pitää ihminen olla se jo toisen kuljettajankin paikan päällä. Mutta mitä teillä on ohjelmassa tänään kilpailuun jää? No hyvä kun kysyit. Ja koska nyt tässä kohtaa on varmaan hyvä vielä kerran muistuttaa siitä, että nyt kun päästään ajamaan sitten top 4 ja ennen kaikkea noita finaaleja, niin mehän emme tule tietämään täällä radalla sitä, että kuka tämän kisan tulee viemään niminsä, vaan se selviää vasta sitten palkintojen jaossa. Ja palkintojen jako tehdään tuolla keskusaukiolla Ideaparkin sisätiloissa tullaan järjestämään. Ja kunhan vaan radalla kaikki saadaan selville ja saadaan tieto siitä, että tuomaristo on voittajan löytänyt ja One More Time ei enää tule tai One More Time on jo ajettu, niin palkintojen jaossa sitten tiedetään, kuka tulee viemään 30 000 euron voittajan palkintopotin ja kenelle 20 tonnia kakkossijasta ja 10 tonnia kolmossijasta. Kyllä, todellakin on ennennäkemättömät isot palkinnot täällä jaossa ja varsinkin jos puhutaan tätä pronssifinaalista, niin 10 000 euroa pronssifinaalin voittajalle, niin kyllä sitä haluaa lähteä se pronssin siitä tosissaan sitten ottaa. Se on ihan päiväselvä asia. Ja sitten tietysti Ideapark Pro Driftin Challenge-palkintojen jälkeen ei tarvita missään nimessä lähteä kyllä kotia, vaan pysyä vielä Ideaparkissa nimittäin kello 21.30 keskusaukion lavalle nousee Elonkeri Yle 23 TG ja vapaan pääsyn myöskin tuonne konsertteihin, jotenka ehdottomasti ei muuta kuin konserttiin nauttimaan hyvästä musiikista, seurasta ja hauskasta illasta. Sen verran hyvät ylepäät siellä on, että ehdottomasti suosisuus, niin kannattaa suunnistaa. Ja kuten sanoin tuosta kolmossian palkintopotista 10 000 euroa, niin veikkaanpa, että tulee olemaan sellainen kilpailu, jossa kolmanneksikin jään tulee aika isolla hyvyllä lähtemään kotiin. No kyllä se varmasti näin tulee olemaan, että siinä ihan konkreettisesti se tarkoittaa sitä, että pronssi on voitettu. Joo, jos joskus pronssi on voitettu, niin tänään. Kyllä, näin se ihan varmasti on. Ja kovaa taisteluhan siellä tulee olemaan. mutta sehän meille selviää vasta sen jälkeen, kun ollaan Top16 ajettu, tiedetään, että ketä meillä etenee finaaliin ja mitä me saadaan sitten sinne pronssifinaaliin vastaan.
Otetaan tuosta semifinaaliparista Van Ortian Randall hieman kiinni. Randall, häntä ollaan tänään jo kehuttu tuossa Soudin ollut ehkä jopa pieni yllätys meille. On kasvanut tässä päivän aikana kyllä isommaksi ja isommaksi ennakkosuosiksi, mutta tällaiseksi mustaksi hevoseksi voisi jopa sanoa.
Niin, no en tiedä mustahevonen. Itse kyllä olen pitänyt häntä kovana kuljettajana jo vuosia, mutta ehkä se tämän viikonlopun tekeminen ei alkujaan ole ollut ihan sitä normaalia, mitä siellä on ollut. Niin sillä tavalla se kehityskäyrä on ollut tässä päivän mittaan niin tämän viikonlopun osalta todella kovaa.
No ennen kaikkea jo päivän osalta. Ei lähtenyt niin hyvällä.
Ei, siinä puuttuu jotenkin se viimeinen juttu, mikä yleensä Randalulla on todella aggressiivinen ajokuljetusta. Mä oon aina tykännyt. Mitä vähän puuttuu vielä? Niin kuin tuossa aamutreeneissä, se ei vielä oikein vakuuttaa.
Ei. Että siinä mielessä jo tää kasvusarina on ollut kyllä erittäin mielenkiintoinen. Sitten taas Hollannin kaveri Linkan Uurs, niin kyllä hänelläkin kuitenkin Euroopasta on kokemusta Driftmastersista, kokenut kuljettaja. Ei se hänenkään pääsyä top 4 sinänsä yllätyksenä voi pitää.
No ei tietenkään, ja kova työ on joku tekemään, että siellä ensin kolmekakkosossa se, että Peltola pudotti. Ja sitten varsinkin tämä Markus Sakurilia vastaan vanhaa paikkaa pääsemästä jatkoon. Siinä olisi kyllä voinut käydä pidempään tuolla. Erik Verrosen pudotti tuolla top 8 vaiheessa. Ja sitä myöten aivan kansallisuus ollaan täällä top 4 vaiheessa. Ja taas oli ja Adalli vastaan. Ja pikkuhiljaa se alkaa mennä tulla jo vakortaan parin kuljettajia. Kyllä tässä juurikin silleen on käynyt ja nythän me saadaan sitten homma jälleen käyntiin ja sitä myöten yleisesti kiinnostaa mahdollisuus ensin vastaan.
mun ihan koko ajan.
Kyllä, ja niin tässä vaiheessa ollakin jo pieni jatko tällä ERMillä. Kädenlämpöisillä suorituksilla todella tasolla menossa 4 parhaan joukkoon, joten niin siinä on muu aloittu. Loppulattiasta laskee enemmän ja rohkeasti ja luottaa siihen kaveriin, ja se homma onnistuu myös sillä linja-autolla. Ja kun se linja-auto onnistuu hyvin, keskiluokkolta on tulla kyllä perässä. Ihan sen sitä hetken kuuluu.
Ei, mutta one more time on ajettu. Se tarkoittaa sitä, että jostain huomannut vetää sen kameran hatusta ja löytää sen eron näiden kuljettajien välille. Eiköhän näitä kunnon uploadit Simosta Alkan kevytpistolti. Upeaa suorittamista. Absolutely fabulous driving from both drivers. One more time is now done, and the judges must find the difference between these two excellent drivers, one way or another. Who is the one who takes the last spot on top 4? And is one step closer to prize money.
Aivan kyljessä kiinni. On hienoa veroa. Ja olen sanonut peräjillä olevan 1000 kertaa, että hienoa veroa, kun se on.
Mä oon sanonut 1000 kertaa, että kaunista, mutta sanon edelleen. Hei, olin äsken valmis sanomaan, että Rantalu menee tästä automaattisesti kyllä suoraan finaaliin, mutta mä en ole enää yhtään niin varma.
Ei tästä voi kukaan olla varma, mitä tästä tapahtuu. Ilman näköistä tekemistä. Kyllä tässä joutuu kaivamaan niitä pikkujuttuja, mistä ne erotelee. Molemmat ajaa hyvän näköistä liinilinjaa. Molemmat menee laksulakkiassa. Ei ole mitään ylimääräisiä jarrutteluja. Seisi-auto pyrkii koko ajan olemaan lähellä. On aggressiivinen, on aktiivinen. Mutta yhtä aikaa on maltti päässä, että ei mene niin pahan suututtamiseen. Ja tästä parista menee finaaliin. Oliver Randalu!
Oliver Randalu ja minimissään 20 tonnia hänelle tästä nyt sitten lävähtää taskuun. Oliver Randalu makes it to the final. And for sure he has already won 20,000 euros, but it's for sure that that's not enough for him. He's looking for 30. Raju oli tämä kaksikko. Ja sanotaanko, että juuri niin tasainen ja hieno ja kaunis ja kaikkea muuta yhdistyssanaa, mitä vaan saattoi odottaa.
No kyllä se on juurikin näin. Mennään ihan vallanpitää sanattomasta välillä, otetaan niin hienoa suorittamista näillä kuljettajilla. Parista toisella, niin kuin ollaan monta kertaa puhuttu, että ajo paranee vaan päivän mittaan, kun pitää pidemmälle kilpailussa mennään jälleen kerran pitää olla pystytty todistamaan, että näin se juuri on. Odotellaan vielä, että saadaan Heikkoselle pari sieltä, niin saadaan ajaa myös tämä top 4 vaatiovaiheet oikea puoli loppuun. Siellä on Simon Stern-Häänelä. Reikäinen vaihdossa varikolla ja odotellaan, että saa monta kunnia alle polttoainetta tankkiin, niin varmasti myös ääni on valmis. Lauri Heikki.
Ei ole mikään yllätys, että Lauri Heikkonen on tässä vaiheessa skapaa vielä mukana. Mutta kyllä on saanut Heinonen painaa kyllä myös täyden päivätyön. Ja pitää muistaa, että Heinosella on ollut hankala kausi. Ja on kyllä ollut koko ajan sanotaan pikkasen takamatkalla.
No kyllä on ollut. Tämä vuosi ei ole ollut helppo, siellä on ollut vähän tekniikkaa murheita ja kaikenlaista sellaista ajatelmaa. Ja juuri kävi tästä Kaavion vaiheesta läpi, että Heinonen suorittanut tänään on ollut ihan suomalaisia vastassa. Toki ei kerärahattu suomalaisia, top 3 ratkassa Heinonen tutti 5 kauppaa. Top 16 vaiheessa Juha Rinkassa. Top 8 vaiheessa Teemu Asumainen. Eli se on ollut
It's a really good point that somebody points out that if my mic is purposefully on mute, it is not. It wasn't the color of the rainbow that I just took away. Haha. I have told you so many good stories, but here we are. think that one goes to one of those stories that we're not proud of, but it can happen to anybody. Okay, that was a long one with without the commentary. But hey, this is when you decide to do live stream the first time ever. There's quite many things to keep an eye on. But hey, there we have Lauri Heinonen, Simo Skarhal, top 4, the second one. Lauri leading in the gap there. Simo's coming a little bit shallow in the problematic, but managed to be there. Here we go. And we will take another look on that one. Team Oscar, not a bad line, but here, look at that. You are supposed to get into the clip from the very end of it. And that didn't happen. Lauri was very, very straight there, or in a shallow angle, going out from the 2 to 3, but then I think that was maybe because of the lead. I cannot say. I cannot tell. But then, what we can notice, we are in those conditions that it is drying so much that we are seeing smoke the first time in this race. And that is gonna be quite remarkable because then now it's patchy. It is really patchy here. Lauri Heinonen to the lead. Taking 2 quite easily, but quite nicely as well. Open that gap there, and he's banging his fibers into the Marshall. That should be okay. Okay. That was some top 4 level stuff. Let's see what's Skarhal. And look at who he is against. Lauri Heinonen. And he is just in the door. That is amazing. Not a shy boy, for sure. And there, Lauri got that probably the deepest of anybody today, but it was just a tap. The car's angle didn't change, it was not upsetted by that touch, so that should be just okay. And then we go to the judges. Let's see. There were not like, okay, the biggest mistakes. Sim Oscar getting into zone 2, not deep enough, then getting the rest of the zone pretty okay. Lauri being there in the chase, a little bit hesitant between 2 and 3 maybe, but that's only my eyes. That's only my eyes. I have nothing to turn this into any direction. My possession. But we're waiting for the flag. We could be also seeing one more time, as it has been suggested in the comments, but we will see. Judges will tell, and the flagman will show. And by the way, this is a moment where in one, even Lauri Heinonen hasn't been judged by this much money in any of the races on one run, for one run probably. I think it's a historical moment for him as well, because this is basically 20,000, guaranteed 20,000, and then it's final left, or then it's a bronze final, and that is then 0 or 10,000. So all of these options are still open for both of these guys until that flag flies. Siim Oskar Hääl. Siim Oskar Hääl, our Estonian hero. So it's gonna be final. Oliver Randalu, Siim Oskar Hääl. All Estonian final. It seems that in these races, these special races in Finland, it's almost impossible to have a Finnish winner this year. But hey, judges are doing their job. This is how the race goes. Estonians, congratulations. It's gonna be all Estonian final, and I am super excited to see that as well. But before that, I'm super excited to see the bronze final between Lauri Heinonen and Clint van Oort. That is gonna be awesome stuff as well. And that is then waiting pretty much of tire change of Lauri Heinonen's. So, a couple of minutes for refueling the car. On Friday there was a funny moment. Somebody wondered, or was here watching it live in real life, because there was no stream from yesterday practice. I know whom to blame for that, maybe. Some people ordered me to do this race here. But yeah, Ville Kaukonen had his car parked in the lineup, and well, technically it was pushed, and the reason was that they ran out of gas, and that is funny in my opinion. But it didn't happen today. I think they most likely learned their lesson, and race cars are good to be refueled also. So the thing is, will it be, I think it's Clint van Oort who is gonna take the lead first as a top qualifier. Lauri Heinonen taking then the chase. So, waiting for the drivers to appear.
If you want to know who's gonna be the winner and the winners of
So, is there gonna be a party today in Estonia? Let us know. I think Oliver Randalu is gonna be a super tough in the final, but I'm also kinda, always wishing the underdog to do their best and possibly win, so either one of those guys wins, I'm gonna be happy. And most likely both of those guys, no matter if it's second place or first place, they will be happy as well, at least for the prize money, because you need to remember that this prize money for the second place is also technically more than in any other race in Finland, or probably could be even Europe. I don't know if there are any big money races somewhere else, but that's also the prize money, one of the reasons, probably it is the biggest reason why we see so many really high-class, high-level competitors here in this race. Now we see Oliver Randalu driving into the lineup already, but I believe it's still, we're waiting for the bronze final before he is driving in a single meter. Still waiting for Clint Van Oort and Lauri Heinonen. Both of them are yet to appear. I think we have both of the final drivers here. Is there gonna be a bronze final in this one?
Hei, mutta mitä jos me ei laskettaisi tuomaristoa Kuselle, niin onko se vaihtoehto nyt sitten, että Markus kusee housunsa tai pahimmassa tapauksessa kusee alas?
I'm hearing that we are also waiting because of the judges are having a bio break. We must remember that these guys are actually standing on those lifts. There are no such facilities there, and we don't want to see them do their business from there, that's for sure. So, and they're human too, at least in some topics and some related things. So, in the lineup, there is Clint Van Oort closing up, taking his place there, because of course it's gonna be the bronze final first. Then we are only missing one Lauri Heinonen here. Lauri Heinonen being the only one Finn remaining in the race. I would say, if you say that any other day, any other race in Finland or in Europe or wherever, it would not be a surprise. But I think it hasn't been a dominance by him today so far. Of course it hasn't been a dominance because he's in the bronze final, but there has been some moments. So, one more run or two more runs for all the guys if it's one more times, and we are waiting, and I'm so happy that it's not raining now for all the spectators, for all the drivers. The condition is stable, it's not ideal, it's still patchy. For example, if you watch here in the very front of the commentary tower here, there you can see a dry patch, and that is right in the approach to clip number 5 over here. Couldn't help myself to grab the camera first time this weekend, so that is a challenge. The driving line looks mostly, there's no standing water except there in front of clip 7, and that is I've been told that is the last spot in the track that dries out. So it's gonna be a challenging through these finals for sure. It will not dry up, that's for sure. And now it's a good sign. We see the start line marshal Asko taking his scooter back to the starting line. And I see 2 judges in the tower. It's still in the crowd. Now I see 3 judges. And up they go. That is a majestic sight. And here they are in the position. We are still missing Lauri Heinonen. And my voice is cracking. He should appear any minute now, unless there is a technical problem or anything like that. Maybe he went to that gas station to put some E85 in. I have a race director here with me. We're missing Heinonen. And we have Clint van Oort moving a little bit forward. Not permission yet. We are waiting for Lauri. And I think we have Lauri here any minute now. There, and I remembered to take my mic back. And as it has been communicated to me, or what I have overheard from the on-track commentary here, it will be the bronze medalist will be released and revealed only after the finals have been driven as well. So judges will have their decision. It's not going to be published before all driving has been done today. I'm thinking very hard here. Maybe I will just have my mic and we will film it here from the balcony, the results giving phase of it, and that we can make something to cover then the prize giving ceremony. Maybe I will grab one of the remote cameras with me, and then of course this camera is starting to play. And of course this camera is starting to give its favor. Please camera, stay on for this one. We have Lauri Heinonen there. So it's almost time for the show. Lauri Clint van Oort warming up the tires there in the turnout box. go into the finals. Bronze pile first. And I also heard that the prize giving ceremony will be inside the shopping mall, so I need to rethink everything what I said a minute ago. We have Ideapark Pro Drift, the lights. We have Lauri Heinonen in the burnout box. Almost there, guys. And we see some smoke in the burnout box. That is a good sign. Tires are going to be properly warmed up. And any minute now we can go. Lauri Heinonen is there before my eyes into the starting line, and it is any minute now, or any second now. Stefan Marshall wearing his blazer there, and here we go. Finish line. That was a little bit of a scrappy lead from Clint van Oort. Then it's gonna be the other run, the other way around with them. Let's see, Clint van Oort, quite nice line there. Into two, very nice there, but then he goes a little bit deep there, touches the wall. He's not upset with that. Line from Clint to there. They get arrive just fine through the track. And I need to go to the start line now because the guys are ready. Everything is ready. Audience is ready. And here we go again. We know that there is not going to be a decision yet, so let's take another look. I think we should have a result after this one, and there is a transport needed for the front bumper of the Ford there. Moments in the lights, we don't see the flagman here because of the fact that we're not going to announce the winner or the third place finisher now. That the judges will announce that they have a decision, and then we need to wait for the let's see. Do we have some sort of signal from the judges? Thumbs up? Not yet. The guys for the final are already lined up. But this decision I believe has been made. It's not been announced yet. So there is a decision that has been made, and for the final we have everything ready. Oliver Randalu, Simo Skarhäl, already mixing up the names, but you know who these guys are already. One more time, to the screen, and here we go. Very, very close to the wall. Oliver Randalu there. This is so super nerve-wracking, and I don't know what to say. This is how the finals should look like. Both of them pushing it so hard, trying to make the best out of it. This is, remember, this is about decision of 30,000 euros or 20,000 euros. That's what we are looking at. One more run, at least one more run here. Let's see. I think it's the right guys in the final, no matter what. Here we go. For Estonia today, 50,000 euros in total goes to Estonia, 30,000 winner. I think this is what that has to the second place finisher, Oliver Randalu. I'm pretty certain about that. So, the decisions are being given inside the Ideapark shopping mall, and that is gonna be now a challenge because we cannot do it from here. And that is a little bit of a bummer. I don't have any gear with me that I can now quickly take with me to the prize giving ceremony. So I think for this stream it is time to say goodbye from the commentary from the streaming location. Thanks guys for watching. I might just take my phone with me and do it with the phone from the inside of the Ideapark. shopping mall. I hope that I can make it work. So this stream is over. I need to go and do just that. Thanks for watching the stream. Thanks for the weekend, everybody. See you next time, and it will be in Finland in Ahvenisto Drift Masters.